Hey guys, it's Greg with Frolf 21. I'm going to do another What's My Bag video. I've had a few of these, but I haven't done one in a real long time, so I'm just going to go over the discs I carry and what I use them for and what else I keep in my bag that aren't discs. Um, in this side pocket, I have some hot hands for the winter because it gets pretty cold here. I also have a few band-aids in here. In this side pocket, I always keep a mini or two, um, and I also put my phone in here carrying it around. Also, in one of my side pockets, I keep off deep woods. This is really useful because here in Indiana, during the summer, we have a lot of ticks, and if you throw a disc into the wooded area, it's possible to get a tick, and that's never good, of course. So it's just a good thing to have, and it'll keep the ticks off of you. And I also have two water bottle holders that I always keep some sort of drink, whether it be water, Gatorade, some other beverage. I always have something in there. And then in the front, I have my mini driver and my HDGU member. So shout out to all the guys in the HDGU, the Hamilton Disc Golf Union. Now for the discs. Actually, for the bag itself, this is a Fade tourney bag, and I have the Innova back savers on it. It's a really nice bag, suits all my needs really well. I don't think I'll be getting a new bag anytime soon. So now for the discs. I'll start with the putters. I putt with Voodoos. These are actually almost the exact same disc. This one is my main putter. It's a little bit lighter stamp, but it's 175 grams. The one with the light blue is my main putter, and then this one's like my backup or my approach. It's the darker blue stamp, and this one's 174 grams. So they're almost identical discs and almost the exact same wear. So they fly really straight and really similar to each other. My understable putter is a Evolution Magic. It's one of the really nice grippy Evolution plastics. I really like the way it feels. I have this for understable if I need like a short anhyzer that is too short for the rock. Then for my beat rock, then I throw this disc. And my stable putter is one of the old Pro Line Rhinos, kind of like the old Special Edition blend. It's really soft, really grippy, and though it's a Rhino, it's not as overstable as some of my other ones were. This one still has some fade at the end, but not nearly as much as like a fresh Rhino would. On to mid-range. I only carry a couple types of mid-range, but a lot of them. These 6 actually are all rocks, just in different states of wear, different plastic, you know. This one is my way beat up DX Rancho. It's extremely flat also. It's really pretty understable. It's good for anhyzers, really straight shots if I'm not really powering up, or hyzer flips if I do want to power up. So it's a really good utility disc, and I love this rock. It's been with me for a long time. This next one is a Rancho, another DX Rancho that's really beat, but this one's glow. This one's pretty flat too, not as flat as the other DX Rancho that I had, but it flies just a little bit more stable. It's still pretty understable for a rock, but it's just like a straight disc. Next I have a Champion Rock Plus. I don't really love this disc too much. This disc in the Plus mold doesn't really fly extremely stable, which is what I really like my rocks for, but it's still a pretty straight rock, and I do like its premium plastic. Next, I have an '08 San Marino Champrock, one of the ones from the USDGC, in this really cool like smoke color that I really like. It's a San Marino, so it's not as stable, but it's still more stable than the Rock Plus, and it goes really straight and then fades at the end a little. Um, Next, I have a brand new, like I haven't even thrown it yet, but it's a DX Rancho Rock, the white with like the red sparkle stamp. Looks really nice, and I'm excited to throw it. I just picked it up yesterday, and should be really stable because it's got a fairly nice dome on it. You can even hear it probably, but this one should be a real stable flyer, and I'm excited to throw that one. And the last rock I carry is an old 11 time. This one's kind of cool because, as you can probably see as I tilt it, it's like a gold sparkle stamp that is kind of like color changing. It's a really cool looking disc, and flies really good also because it's a 11 time Rancho. And for all the rock throws out there, you know that those are real stable when they're still pretty fresh. And the last mid range I have is a really nice Star Gator. It's one of the little bit older ones that's beadless. Only 169 grams, but man, this one is stable. I can throw it on a hyzer and it won't flip up at all. It'll hold the whole hyzer and cut in hard. If I throw it flat, it'll carry pretty flat, but doesn't have a ton of glide and just cuts really hard, which I really like in a mid range because I have a lot of, you can find a lot of like fairways and distance drivers that have not much glide, and they just cut real quick and um, don't go way high up before fading. But it's a little tough to find a mid range and a putter for me, so that's why I like the Rhino and the Gator. On to fairways, I really like fairways now. I only have a couple different molds, but I have quite a few fairways. I have a Pro Leopard. This one's a lighter weight. It's a 167. This one is my understable fairway, of course. I throw this for hyzer flips, or if I want to power down a lot, then I can just throw it straight and it doesn't fade much. And the other Leopard I have is a X Out. I believe it's from the pre-berry era because it's got some pearl to it and it's some nice gummy plastic. So I really like this Leopard. It's a I believe 175, so it's a little more stable. It's more or less straight for me with a little bit of turn and not much fade. Next, I have the T-Birds, which I really love T-Birds. My least stable is this 11x mold. It goes straight when I throw it flat, but if there's any hint of anhyzer on it, it's going to carry the anhyzer. If I throw it on hyzer, it'll flip up, usually. This is a really good disc for hammers. It just goes straight up and comes straight down. It doesn't really turn much. The next T-Bird I have is this Star T-Bird. It's 175, and which should be pretty beefy, but it's got a share of mix, so it goes more or less really straight with just a little bit of fade. And then this is my real stable one. It's a 175 Champion Glow T-Bird. It carries a really straight flight, but it always cuts at the end a little bit. It's not overstable, but it's definitely a stable T-Bird. Next is my long distance bomber. It's a Champion Roadrunner. Um, you might be wondering why this is my long distance bomber, but it's because I throw a big hyzer flip on it. I put it on a hyzer of almost about 45 degrees, like so, and it'll flip up, go anhyzer, and then still come back at the end, which I love in a disc. This one is easily my farthest flying. We have some 400-foot holes where it gets close to the hole. I don't throw extremely long, but my distance keeps going up, so I'm hoping to keep growing my distance. But for right now, this one is flying about the longest that I have. Another good distance disc is this Champion Orc. It's one of the old pearly ones, so it's really pretty stable, but it's only 167 grams, so it's really, really straight. Um, I throw this one for a lot of distance shots because it does turn a little bit, but it does come back. Like, I love on the long distance shots. My sidearm disc is the um, PD by Discmania, the Freak and S-line plastic, which is like end of a star. Um, I can I can throw this one backhand, and if I throw it flat, it'll go really straight and fade. Hyzer, it'll hold the hyzer, but forehand, I can throw really flat forehand, and it'll just go real straight and then fade. It doesn't um, turn much, but it can handle a little bit of off-axis torque if you throw it on an anhyzer. And the last disc I throw is the Destroyer. Um, these are definitely my go-tos. They're really reliable. They go they go easy 330 about, and they go easy there every time. I don't have to um, put all my power into it like I would with like an Excal. Like I used to throw Excaliburs and I would have to put all my power into it, but I just don't really see a point in doing that and just wasting your energy. I've been throwing Destroyers a lot more. This one's one of my go-tos. It's 169 grams, which is probably my favorite weight in distance drivers because it'll get you some nice turn. Um, this is one of the Star D mold, so it's like it's fairly stable, but it's more or less really straight and fades. But this definitely isn't my overstable destroyer. Next is another Star D. Um, it's 170 grams, just a little bit more stable than this. If I'm gonna throw a long distance sidearm or forehand, I'll probably use this. Um, it's it's probably the farthest forehand disc I have. Um, Next is a dyed black um, Echo Star Destroyer. It was one of the real good ones before they changed the Echo Star mold to the Vulcan top. So this is one of the old good ones. Um, I've only thrown this one once or twice, and it's more or less really straight. Um, it does turn a little bit, and it doesn't fade as much as the others, but it's still fairly straight, considering that it's a destroyer. And last is my stable one. Um, this one's an SDS destroyer. Um, all you destroyer throwers, you know the SDS is the stable ones, the ones that are marked like that with the S and then the slash DS. They're just so stable. They they really just go really far. Like you can bomb an SDS, but they'll still always have a really reliable finish. So I can put all my power behind that. It'll go far, straight, but it'll definitely have a good solid fade at the end. So anyway, I think that is it for my bag video. Hope you liked it. If you have any questions about the discs, you can definitely leave it in the comments. If you have any suggestions for me on like discs to try or whatever, you can also comment that. So yeah, take care. For Frolf 21, this has been Greg.